Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's a beautiful rainy morning this morning. So I come to you live this morning from my studio, just giving grace and giving praise unto God because he is truly worthy to be praised this morning. And I won't be before you long this morning. I'm just going to briefly talk about something that we can all identify with. And we all have concerns and issues. If you saw my title this morning, is think of your problems as potential teachers. I want to read something to you. Problems comes in many shapes and sizes and degrees of seriousness, but they all have one thing in common. They present us with something that we wish we were different. They all cause us to struggle. We all struggle with our problems, and the more we want them to go away, the worse they seem to get, and the more stress they cause. They all have one thing in common. They cause us stress. So listen, instead of stressing over your problems, instead of seeing them, let's find out what we can learn from them, and let's try not to be frustrated, because the more we focus on them as being problems, then we tend to get frustrated, we get stressed, we upset, and most of the time it's not even as bad as what we think it is. The situation is not as worse as the way we seem to see it, because it's our perception. A lot of times the way we perceive circumstances and situations, instead of saying, okay, what can I get out of this? What am I supposed to learn from this situation? How am I supposed to feel? But see, we don't stop and think. We panic first. We go straight to the end zone and want to say, oh my God, this gonna happen, that gonna happen. Instead of just stopping, taking a breath and say, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? What am I supposed to get from this? What are you trying to teach me in this situation, God? How do you want me to handle this? How do you want me to come out of this? Let's see our problems as potential teachers instead of seeing them as problems. Because if there's a solution, then is it really a problem? If it's something that we can solve, is it really a problem, or is it more of a concern? To what degree do we see it as a problem, or is it a concern? But however we see it, it's still a teaching moment. It's always a teaching moment. When we deal with our kids, if you have kids, when you deal with your kids and they have an issue, maybe their problems may be little things. Maybe they can't find their shoe and you're on your way out the door. That presents a potential situation to keep you from getting to where you're trying to get to on time, when you've already told them, go get your stuff together. We're on our way out the door. We got to do what we have to do, and we have to be there in a timely fashion. So now you've gotten frustrated because the child didn't have on their shoe. So now you got to sit and say, okay, stop, pause for a minute. All right, let me stop and think what I'm supposed to get out of this. So maybe you need a little bit more patience, or you need to set your schedule a little bit earlier so everybody can do what they have to do and be where they have to be on time. Because we see problems, and when we look at problems, we look at stress. But listen, we can take and deal with that in a different manner. Sometimes we have to set our schedule with a space, giving us space and time in the schedule for circumstances, for those little things that pop up when they pop up, so that we will be able to have that buffer in our schedule for situations that pop up unexpectedly. Most of the time, we just do everything to the T instead of giving ourselves the space and time for the pop-ups, okay? So let's look at how we can see our concerns and our problems as teaching moments. A lot of times as adults, we want to tell our kids certain things and tell them, oh, this is a teaching moment for you. But adults, we as grown-ups, God give us teaching moments as well. Maybe there's a certain way you have to deal with a situation on your job. That's a teaching moment, because how you going to handle it? It's not a problem. It's a teaching moment. So let's see them as potential teaching moments, because that's what they are. What am I supposed to learn from this? How am I supposed to handle this? Instead of getting yourself all frustrated, all bent out of shape, then you got to get behind your wheel, you got to drive, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you have money issues that you're not budgeting and handling your money correctly. Okay, that's a teaching moment. How am I supposed to be better at doing this? What can I do better not to create this situation again? What can I do to eliminate this? If I don't really need it, do I really need it? No, I don't really need it. That's a potential teaching moment, because here's the thing. You're presented with an opportunity to either, if I need it or if I don't. You know how we do. Sometimes we don't really need it, but we get it anyway. And then after we get it, it creates a situation. Oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. Or something may pop up and you say, oh man, I would have had it if I hadn't have did that, or if I hadn't have brought that thing that I really didn't need. So that's a teaching moment. Let us look at the situations that comes and the things that we label as problems as teaching moments instead of problems. What do we learn out of it? What do we get out of it? How can we be better for going through what we've just gone through? How can we handle this thing differently the next time so that it will be better? Because trust you, it will come around again, and that way you'll know how to handle it the next time. So let's see our problems not as problems, but as potential teaching moments. Let's see that's potential teaching moments, as opposed to seeing them as problems where we get all worked up and all frustrated. So therefore it messes with our flow for the day. Now you all been out of shape, and most of the time it's not even as bad as what we think, because we can put all kinds of thoughts in our minds. What will happen if I don't do this? If that don't go right? And all you have to do is just take a step back, sit down, assess the situation. And sometimes we don't always have situations. Bless your heart, darling. I hope you handle it to the best of your ability, love. Sometimes they come in major ways, but listen, we can come out of it on top, but that's okay. Sometimes we don't come out of it the way we should, but that's all right too, because we can still make it through the process. Sometimes we don't always make the right decisions. We don't always do the right things, but don't beat yourself up when you don't do the right thing. Just step back. And I think that's the main thing I'm trying to say today. Step back and look at it. Life is too good. Life is too kind. Be kind to yourself, because sometimes we will make mistakes. We will make bad choices. We will make bad decisions or wrong decisions, all depending on how you look at it. But when you do that, don't beat yourself up. Just take a minute, step back, reassess the situation, and see how you could have handled it from a different perspective. And knowing the next time you can handle it differently. See, we beat ourselves up too bad. Oh God, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, get over it. It's over. It's done. Move on. Because when you stay there, you only keep yourself from flowing in the positive and in the high vibrational energy that you're supposed to operate in. When we stay in the places that when we make mistakes and when we mess up, other people have moved on, you're still holding on to it. Don't hold on to it. Let it go and keep it moving. Just see it as a potential teaching moment. What can I learn? What can I gain? How can I be better for this? And how can I help someone else that may have this same problem? Because we are faced with things for a reason. We go through different circumstances and different situations for a reason. So therefore, if they're done for a reason, then let's look at why we're in that situation. How could we have prevented from being in that situation? What can we learn out of that situation? So let's see our concerns and our problems as potential teachers. Let's look at how we can be better after coming out of or rectifying the situation in the future, instead of beating ourselves up, being down on ourselves. Don't do that. You're too good. Be good to yourself. Love on yourself. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. perfect. We all have our issues. We all have our concerns. It's okay. It is all right. You have to be okay with who you are. You have to know that you will sometimes mess up, and it's okay. Just revamp, get yourself together, and keep it moving. Okay? Just know that you are a champion. Champions make mistakes. In order to be a champion, they keep fighting at it. They didn't become a champion overnight. We do things and we have to keep doing it over and over until we get it right. That's what makes you all the better. But when you make a mistake and you stop there and you wallow in it, that's where you mess up. Don't wallow in it. Get up. Keep it moving. As I stated, learn from it, move forward, let it go, and be good to yourself. And know that you can make it through whatever situation you find yourself in. Because when we go through things, we go through them to learn a lesson or to receive a blessing. It doesn't matter which way it comes first, because behind every lesson, there is a blessing. And behind every blessing, there is a lesson. So when you're blessed, your lesson is to pass it on and to bless others. I don't know what you're dealing with today, but I just want to encourage you. Get yourself together. Don't beat yourself up. Love on yourself. Life is wonderful. This is a wonderful day to be blessed. The rain is falling, and the rain symbolizes to me the blessings of outpouring of the blessings of God. And that's how I see the rain, because he told me in his word, he will give me the former and the latter rain. He will cause it to come back and to bless me. So listen, I want you to be blessed today, and I want you to have a wonderful day and think of your problems as potential teachers. Don't think of the problem as something to beat yourself up with or to stress yourself out. But look at them how you can be better for going through the situation, and look at what you can learn out of the problem. Be blessed. You are blessed. I love you, Cheryl. God bless you. Can't wait to meet you personally. You are so wonderful. God for you, and I believe that greater is better for you. Greater is coming in your life. Greater is on the way to your door. So you just hold on, hold out. Don't give up, Cheryl. Hang in there. That situation is turning around even right now as we speak. Things are looking up for you. You just got to hold on, and you got to hold out. It's getting better. Don't doubt it, but hold on to it and believe it. Know that you're great. Know that you're strong. Listen, you're thinking, how I'm going to get through this? You're already through it. You just got to see it. You're already blessed, as you just said. And I'm so grateful for having you as my partner when we go on the cruise. Barbara, it's good to see you. I hope Tisha is recovering well. Good morning, Vice Mayor Bennett. It's good to see you this morning. I'm just so grateful for all of you today. And I just want you to be blessed. One of my other business partners was on, Mr. Kevin English. It's good to know that you're with me this morning. I'm so excited. See your problems as potential teachers. Learn what you can learn out of going through whatever it is you're dealing with. And don't beat yourself up. Don't stress yourself out. It's only a moment. It's only a moment. It's only a moment in time that you're dealing with. It is not eternity. We've been made endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. And it is morning time for many of you. So stop weeping. It's all right. It's okay. Everything is working for you, and everything will be okay. You got to believe it, and you got to know it within yourself that you're going to be okay, and your situation is working out for the better of you. So I love you. This is a new day, and this is the new me, and I'm excited for what's happening in your life, and I know God loves you, and I love you too. Good morning, Tiana. It is good to see you this morning. All my business partners are just popping on left and right. I'm so excited for what's happening. All you guys are on the move. Listen, y'all got a powerhouse happening out there in Atlanta, Georgia, and I know God is moving in your direction, and I know you ladies are going to knock it out. I know Andre Vaughn, Valerie Love. Oh my God, you got all of them in one place. Oh man, y'all gonna have a great time. I know we did Tuesday night when she was here, we had a blast, and I'm just grateful to God for doing business and doing life with such business partners that I have. They're phenomenal people of God. They're phenomenal people of God, and I'm so excited just to be a part of the number. So listen, if you want to know more about the Wakaya Perfection business, or to do business and to do life with the family, go to my website, Lady Rich, LDYRich.com. Click on the contact tab. Leave me your information and I'll get back to you, because listen, we don't deal with problems. We're gonna knock them out the ballpark. We're not gonna see them as problems. We're just gonna go ahead and do what we got to do, learn the lesson we got to learn, and knock them out. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be excited with life. We're gonna love life, and we're gonna keep it moving. I love you today. Be blessed, and bye-bye.